All right, we're returning to No Huddle Football. This is the Raider Bronco game, the first game of the 1978 season between, for these two teams anyway, maybe not the first game on the schedule. Last night I played this for the very first time. I was able to play the first quarter and the first possession of the second quarter. Remember, I use possessions to score my games. I did set up a 20 possession game for this as using the five possessions, which would be 3 minute possessions, which is what I usually do for serious football sims. So for some reason, I just felt like Play Action Football felt compelled to use full length simulator. All right, so I'm using one deck of cards though. I really like the flow of one. If I have to shuffle it more, so be it. Real playing cards are very easy to handle. They're durable. They shuffle really easily. So I don't mind having to shuffle these more times. But for now, I'm going to stick with one deck of cards. It just flows better for me. And that's all there is to it. So here we go, no huddle. The Raiders have just blocked a punt. Whittington, on a pitch out, got down to the 5. He had a 20-yard run, rumbled down to the 5. And the Raiders, of course, with their fantastic fullback, Van Egan, he finishes it with a 5-yard run up the gut on that Orange Crush defense. And the Raiders are up 14-3 in Mile High. Denver will get the kickoff. And here we go. The kickoff it's going to be a Hart 4. That's going to be a Boomer 66. So the Raiders are going to put this through the end zone, and Denver will take the touchback at Mile High Stadium in the Mile High air, 66-yarder, not a surprise. All right, here we go. Denver looking at defense. Raiders defense, 2. 2 is going to be rush. No, 2 is going to be a sack. Raiders are going to bring him down for a second time today. 8. Sack 8 is, where's my sacks? Here it is. Sack 8 is -6. So the Raiders, for the second time today, bring down Craig Morton. Craig Morton had a beautiful big arm. He could throw these beautiful arcing bombs. So I always liked Craig Morton. He did have a live arm. All right, second down and a lot here. Second down and 16. Here we go. It's going to be defense again for the Raiders. It's a jack of clubs. It's a pass for the Broncos. When we're looking at the Raiders, though, it's going to be Diamond Jack, Diamond Jack, 13 yards, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is third down. Diamond Jack. Here we go. It's going to be a offense, 5 of diamonds. So they're going to be running the ball. This must be a scramble. So the Broncos, remember, this doesn't account for yardage needed, doesn't account for down and distance. So you just imagine what kind of rush would that be? Well, the quarterback's flush from the pocket. The Raiders have sacked him twice. It's third and long. Just imagine this is a quarterback scramble. So he's pushed from the pocket. Oh, great run for Morton. It's not a big play. It's 8 yards, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. First down. I cannot believe they got it. 13 and 8 is 21. And it was 2nd and 16 after the sack. Craig Morton shocks the world and rumbles for 8 yards. The Raiders chase him down. He steps out of bounds. It's going to be defense. Queen of clubs is going to be a pass. And 2. On a pass, picked off. Raiders picked off. So Morton put it in the air. Holy cow! Morton intercepted by. This is definitely going to be my man Lester Hayes. Normally I have my Lester Hayes coffee mug here. Today it's my Grand Canyon coffee mug, 1919 National Park. Good old coffee. Morton's picked off. And interception post is going to be clubs 6. Club 6 is line of scrimmage +5. So we pick it off and return it back to the 45. So they go from line of scrimmage to here. That's where the Raiders will take possession of the ball. First down. The Raiders now have blocked a punt. They've intercepted a pass of Morton. And Whittington scooped up his own fumble on a kickoff and returned it and went for a touchdown. A lot of times that is a thing that used to be, for those who who have watched football, you'll recognize that when special teams timing gets a flub in it, especially by kick and punt return coverages, very often would lead to a big play because those units are in unison and they're trying to time everything. Well, not time like stopwatch time, but so when a player would stumble or fumble or take 2 steps and change direction, sometimes it would be a big run, a big return. All right, here we go. Oakland is going to be on offense 3. This is going to be a rush. And 4 diamonds on rush is 1 hard yard for the man. Van Egan up the gut, who just came off a touchdown. It's going to be the offense again. 10 is a pass. The Raiders, Ken Stabler drops back. 4 of clubs is incomplete. 3rd down and 9. It's going to be offense 2. Sack down goes Stabler in the hands. 6. -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th down. And Stabler gets his bell rung by a blitzing outside backer. That would probably be Tom Jackson. Maybe Randy Gradishar, Hall of Famer. Someone who had to wait a long time to get into the Hall of Fame. The Raiders are going to punt, and we're going to coffin corner. So I got a chance to try out the coffin corner. 3 of clubs on the coffin corner is 10-yard line. So boom, down to the 10. Pinned him at the 10, baby. I like that. So I'm going to put CC punt. We got 2 possessions left here in the first half. I'm going to be able to finish this entire game in this video, and then at least this will be up in 2 parts. All right, Denver's first drive is going to be the defense 9 of it's rush. Oh, Queen of Hearts, though, running on this defense. Queen of Hearts is 7 yards up to the 17-yard line, 2nd and 3. It's going to be the defense again. It's going to be a pass. Queen of diamonds on a pass is another 15. So Craig Morton, feeling the pressure, fires off a 17-yard strike. 10, 15, 16, 17, up to the 34 in 2 plays. Craig Morton looking good. It's going to be a run. 9 of diamonds in the offense. It's going to be 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2nd down and 6. That was a handoff to Armstrong, Otis Armstrong. Oh, Raiders, it's a pass against us. King of spades, 16 yards. Damn it, Craig Morton, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1st down, and Craig Morton on 3 plays is already past the midfield stripe. And the Broncos facing our defense, it's a rush. 5 of clubs on a rush is nowhere. Hammered is Keyworth trying to get out of the backfield. He's crashed up by Matuzak and Sistrunk. Here we go. Oh, it's going to be a king of diamonds. They're throwing the ball. Craig Morton drops back, looks, pats, rolls to the right, fires it incomplete. 3rd down. He was looking for Haven Moses down the sideline. Already I'm starting to get a rhythm here. Bam! He goes down in a sack. No, rush. Oh, man, they let Craig Morton get away from him on 3rd and long. 8, rush 8 against us is going to be Craig Morton for another 5-yard run up to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nope, we're going the wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to the 41. It's 4th down. So the Raiders flush Craig Morton. So on passing downs, I just see a time, if a rush comes up on a passing down, I see that as a quarterback being flushed. If a pass comes up on a like a passing down, I see that as a play action pass, chicanery or something. You can imagine that run or a draw play. If it's that kind of offense, there are a lot of offenses that would run a draw on 3rd and long, just trying to set up, either pop a easy run or set up a better punt. Denver down 14-3 at home. First game of the year. They're at the 41. This is a different bygone era. They will punt. They will coffin corner. 10. So coffin corner punt is going to be the 15-yard line. So a little shallow. He doesn't get quite as much as he wants, but he does pin us at the inside the 20. And that is all you ask for when you're trying to keep a team. You're trying to use field position to be the next team to score. I got to tell you right now, Clark and Addison Game Company, I've only played play action football, and now I'm enjoying this immensely in just a game. I haven't even finished the first game ever. I haven't yet tried their basketball or baseball games. I am really, really, really interested in his fictional career franchise baseball game. That looks just freaking awesome. I would love a great moderate to fast playing basketball game that that had more detail. It seems to me a deck of cards would be perfect for a basketball game. Fast playing, who's getting the block, where are they shooting from? It just seems to me somebody out there would use decks of playing cards to make a basketball game that looks a lot like this. Inside shooting, free throws, fouls, but or even players on a team card. All right, the Raiders have the ball. Final 3 minutes of the half. The Raiders up. So normally you would run the ball a lot in this situation, but again, the cards are going to dictate it. Here it goes. It's going to be offense. We're running. It's going to be 5 of hearts. The Raiders are going to pound out 2. 1-2, second down. My point is this: I'm going to end up trying some of his other sports games. I guarantee it. He makes fantastic games. Something like this, being full football that is this easy to play and with a few charts, it's just so cool. So cool. It's so unique. It's not novel. It's a real football game. The novelty is how we're the engine that drives the performance of the game. That's what's novelty. The game itself is a full-blown football game. So that's magic. Here we go. Oh, offense, Raiders passing, drops back. Ken Stabler on his own, on second down, on his own 17, risking the biscuit by putting it in the air. Oh, that's what I didn't want to see. 8 is, well, it's a 9-yard strike to Dave Casper, baby. We'll take that. 9 yards. We're at the 26-yard line. First down, Raiders. There we go. Actually, we should have been at the 9 yards. Yeah, we'd have been at the 25. We were at the 17. No, 26. I was right the first time. Here we go. So Dave Casper on a quick tight end waggle, catches it and runs. Ghost to the post, Hall of Famer. All right, the Raiders, it's going to be offense run. Good job. 5, it's going to be 3 yards. 3 the hard way. 1, 2, 3. Raiders driving out clock and moving the rock. Here we go. Raiders second down at 7. It's going to be, defense pass. They're forcing us into a pass. I should say that is the Raiders in second and long would not be ill-advised to pass here, except that they're winning in their own territory. 6 yards, baby, out of the backfield to Van Egan. He picks up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 3rd and 1. Will the Raiders bang out the first and keep eating clock? No, it's going to be defense 3. It's going to be a rush. So the Raiders do carry the ball. Oh, it's going to be against this defense. Jack of Hearts, 5 more yards, and the Raiders get the first. We're up to the 40-yard line. The Raiders started this drive on their own 15. They're already out to the 40. First down. They are controlling this game in Mile High in week 1. It is pass. Oh, Stabler, play action, drops. He's looking for Branch deep. It's going to be a jack of spades is 15 yards. He ends up settling for an underneath to Bradshaw at 15. 10, 15. The Raiders down to the 45 of the Broncos. The fans roaring here, trying desperately to will their defense to get a sack on Ken Stabler. How dare he put the ball in the air in this situation? Well, he just did. It's going to be defense, clubs. It's going to be pass. They're trying to get an interception from the Raiders. 9 on defense is 7 yards. So he flicks it out to Casper on a quick out. He is not afraid, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to the 42. Oh, I went the wrong way, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Down to the 48 of the Broncos. Again, Stabler trying in the last moments of the first half to put this game on ice with another touchdown. That would be epic. Second down, it's going to be defense, spades, rush. It's going to be defense, 9 of clubs. It's going to be 4 yards, and the Raiders are going to get the first. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Raiders are at the 44-yard line of the Broncos. It's going to be 7 o'clock is going to be a run again. The Raiders running on this defense. 6 is going to be 3 more. 1, 2, 3. It is 2nd down and 7. It's going to be a pass. No, wait. Pass. And it's going to be Queen of, on the defense, 14-yard strike. He finds Bradshaw down the sidelines. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. First down. The Raiders now driving. The Cards have nothing to do with the clock. We're using possessions. This game uses a traditional timing clock with 15-second. It comes with a football field with a clock attached where you can slide a timer and move the ball. Very similar to this. This is my little quick field that I use for Big Country football. So your Big Country teams with their ratings sit here. I got my downs, and it's my quick field. I also use this for other quick play football games that actually need a football field, like my D66. And also, what inspired me to make this was pen and paper football for their full sim, because pen and paper football has a full simulation. So you would set up your little team here with your ratings and move the ball with dice, full dice for a full game. All right, the Raiders are hot. We're still driving. This is the final possession. You can imagine going out of bounds. You can imagine timeouts being called. It doesn't matter. It's abstracted time. They could have got the ball back with 4.5 minutes to play. They could have got the ball back with 2.5 minutes to play. 5-minute possessions insinuates that all drives are going to average 3 minutes. That's fine. We know that, of course, is not true. It's not literal. And that's why we refer to it as abstraction of a thing. It's not literal. I know many of my colleagues and peers love literal. I prefer abstract. Abstract's usually easier, faster, and my imagination can fill in the gaps. I know some of my viewers, when you see on a 3rd and long a rush come up, they're immediately going to think literal, a handoff to the running back, which is why I say no, it's abstract. See it as a quarterback being flushed. And you'll be a lot happier, right? All right, here we go. The Raiders, 1st and 10, now down to the Bronco 27. Raiders, if they score this, it'll be 21-3, and they'll be well on their way to being a 1-0 in the 1978 campaign. It's going to be defense pass. They're forcing Stabler to put it in the air. Put it in the air for 6, incomplete, 2nd down. It's going to be defense again. This time it is a run, and they're going to force them to run 4, 3 of, it's going to be 1 yard. Raiders actually pound one down with Van Egan for 1. Raiders are slowing down here a little bit now. Defense 2 is going to be a sack. Down he goes. Wait, no, this is, sack. Dang it, the Raiders get sacked for a loss of 9 yards. Holy, that puts them almost out of field goal range. Are you joking? Holy cow, 4th down. And Stabler now goes down for the 2nd time. Morton's been sacked twice today. Stabler's been sacked twice today. And the Broncos, that bend but don't break, Joe Collier defense just stiffened and blasted Ken Stabler. And this is what the Raiders get for trying to throw the ball there on 3rd and some. They want to put it away here and teach the Broncos a lesson for last year's championship, or I should say playoff, unceremoniously shipped out of the playoffs as defending champs. But we are in field goal range, and we are going to kick it on a here we go, 3. So here we go, we're going to kick it. This is basically a 50-50 chance for Errol Mann, and yes, he's going to make it, baby. The Raiders are going to hit a 52-yard at Mile High, 52-yard field goal. Baby, the Raiders go into the halftime tunnel up 17-3. And the fans here Mile High don't boo their Broncos. It's super rare. The Denver fans are not fair weather fans, or they have not been in most of their history. So here we go. What are they going to do? Well, they're going to kick it off to the Raiders to start the second half. So, the pep talk at halftime for John Madden is, not going to be much. It's going to be, hey guys, do what you do, patting shoulders, whispering in ears, handshaking players, telling them, you guys know who you are, you know who they are. Go finish. The Broncos, on the other hand, might be getting a little bit of a butt chewing, to be honest. Kickoff 8. Kickoff 8 is going to be touchback. So he drives it hard at mile-high air through the end zone. Does Turner, Big Jim Turner. And the Raiders are going to have to go 80 yards for pay dirt. Here we go. It's going to be the offense. 7 is going to be a run. Raiders running the ball. It's going to be 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Second down. Whittington gets a handoff from the left side, going over those brilliant Hall of Famers, Art Shell and Gene Upshaw. It's going to be a run for the Raiders. 9. Upshaw blows a hole for another 4 yards for Whittington. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the second. Third down and 1, 2, 3, 3rd and 3. It's going to be offense. It's going to be a pass. Stabler with a play action, drops quick, backpedaling, fires it out, incomplete. And the Denver defense breaks up a pass to the one and only Cliff Branch as they try a quick out route to Branch. And the Raiders are going to have to punt on the first drive. 4 is 38 yards. 10, 20, 30. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops, I went the wrong way again. Where am I at? We were here. 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the 35. Wow, sorry. I'm reading these and getting my flipped. The return is 5. Fair catch. So, Upchurch, one of the most dangerous punt returners in the era, waves a hand in the air and is advised by his caller on the sideline, no. So he waves his hand in the air and kills it. The Raiders, though, forced to punt on their opening drive of the second half. Can Denver mount a comeback? Folks, they're down by 14 at home. Here they go. Second quarter gets underway. It's going to be defense in control. They're going to force a pass. But it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a 9-yard strike. It's going to be a 9-yard strike, second and down. That was going to go to Moses, Haven Moses on a deep out, or deep in. It's going to be offense, run, 10. 10 is going to be 10 yards, bang! Tears through, down to the 46 of the Raiders, first down. That is definitely going to be Otis Armstrong getting around the end on this Raider defense. It's going to be 2. It's going to be defense sack. Down he goes, folks. That's the 3rd sack of the day. 3. 3 is going to be 8 yards back. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to the 46, second and long. The Raiders collect a 3rd sack. Ted Hendricks, the mad stork, all 6'8" of him, comes plowing in with those long arms, grabs Morton and flings him around in circles. Down he goes onto his behind. As Ted Hendricks drags him a few inches on the grass before he lets that jersey go, just to ragdoll him and humiliate him just a little bit more. It's going to be the defense starting to step up now. Pass. They force. Denver's going into the air. 9 is going to be 8-yard strike. He does spin it out to Odoms for 8. Gets it all back, folks. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. He gets everything back he lost on the sack to Riley Odoms. Riley Odoms is one of, it really truly was. Many people have never heard of him, but he was one of the best tight ends, period, in history. Maybe of the era. He was the best tight end. When it comes to how well their team ran when they were on the field, he was remarkable. Here we go. It's going to be the Broncos passing the ball. Ball goes in the air. It's a pass. Oh, my Lord. 14 yards and a first down. Morton finds Dolbin on a deep end. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, down to the 32. Look at this, folks. The crowd roars as Morton fires a bullet on a deep end, beating the Raiders man-to-man cornerbacks on a step by a step. It's going to be defense, Queen's pass. Morton goes back into the air. It's going to be a 13-yard strike. 10, 11, 12, 13, down to the 19. Craig Morton with back-to-back. Deep in, deep out. This one to Haven Moses. It's going to be defense forcing a pass again. 6. Incomplete. This time they cover Haven Moses down the sideline. Ball is thrown high and long, out of danger. It's going to be defense again. Rush. They're going to force a run. 7 is going to be 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd down. It's going to be a rush by the offense. Queen of Hearts. It's going to be a 6-yard run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First down and goal. The Broncos with a handoff to Keyworth. And he plows ahead, driving his legs, spins away from some sloppy tacklers, and he ends up down. They measure first down. The crowd roars as it is first and goal from the 9, and the Broncos have a chance to cut the lead on their first possession of the second half. It's going to be the offense on a handoff to Keyworth. 7 is going to be 4 more yards for Keyworth. He gets down to the 5. The crowd roars. Morton comes out under center, snaps the ball. It's going to be a pass. It's a play action. He rolls to the right and fires it out. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. Morton says, take that. Riley Odoms on a quarterback. It's going to be Morton. 5-yard pass to Odoms. And the extra point is, good. Barely. And the extra point is good. And there it is, folks. Holy cow. I'm going to have to get this shuffled up here. Wow. Craig Morton. That was amazing. They drove it down from the... We punted. Where were they at? I think they had the ball at the 20. I can't remember. Where did they have the ball? Either way, masterful drive. Craig Morton mixing up runs and passes. They did suffer a sack, but then Craig Morton's big arm, he cuts it. He cuts that sack yardage in 2 plays, hits a handful of mid-range passes to get down there, a couple of big runs to put him into this situation, then takes advantage of an aggressive goal line defense and finds Riley Modems in the back of the end zone. And the fans here on their feet roaring as they know their Broncos are a Super Bowl team. They've just come off a Super Bowl loss not a few months ago to the Dallas Cowboys in what was one of the uglier performances. They would like to put that way out of their mind as they turned the ball over 7 times in that game against the Dallas Cowboys. It's not their best performance. They would love to remedy that. All right, here we go. Fantastic. Again, Oakland getting the ball. It's going to be a kickoff. 3. It's going to be a touchback. Raiders again, mile high air. Turner booms it into the end zone. The Raiders elect to not bring it out. All right, Oakland Raiders, Stabler under center, Witten and Van Eegen in the backfield. Bradshaw lines up far left, Branch lined up at flanker in a 3-point stance, and Dave Casper on the right side, power right, pro set formation. The Raiders love to run left out of this behind a Hall of Fame left side offensive line. But nope, they're going to the air, baby. Oh, and he's going big time. 15-yard strike down the sideline. 2 steps, Tim. We're up to the 35, and there it is, folks, as Bradshaw catches a 15-yard strike along the sideline from Ken Stabler. A beautiful left-handed dot as Bradshaw makes the catch in stride, 2 steps out of bounds. It's going to be the defense forcing a pass. 7 is going to be 4 yards. He flings it down to Van Eegen. Van Eegen rumbles out to the 39. 2nd down. It's going to be defense again. This time a rush. 4 on the rush. 4 on the rush is loss of 1. Pow! Hands it off to Van Eegen. Van Eegen gets leveled in the backfield by Randy Gradishar, middle linebacker extraordinaire for this, and now a Hall of Famer. Hammers Van Eegen. 3rd down, folks. It's going to be defense forcing a run. Kenny Stabler scrambling. Ace! Kenny Stabler gets away. The snake slithers for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First down to the 46. And the crowd kind of shmum. They can't believe Stabler does a left-hand pump, gets a late block from Art Shell, and he skips out of bounds after scrambling for 8. And the fans kind of beside themselves. They went from roaring to sulking. Here we go. Stabler. It's going to be, oh no, down. Stabler goes for the 3rd time. And it's a big one too, folks. Jack down for a loss of 8. Shite. We're down to the 30. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, down to the 38. 2nd and long. Stabler this time walloped by a dog. They call it a mad dog, right? Mad dog means middle linebacker blitz, mad dog. So blitz comes from DBs, dogs come from linebackers. Same concept, you're trying to send a surprise package. Ken Stabler, they don't pick up the mad dog. And down in the hands of Gradishar for the 2nd time goes Ken Stabler. He gets up with grass in his helmet. Upshaw comes over and pushes Gradishar away, helps Stabler to his feet, and he pulls grass out of Stabler's face mask as he escorts him back to the huddle with an apology. We're sorry, Captain. We shouldn't have let that happen. And Captain's going to drop back and run. He's going to hand it off, trying to get some of it back. It's not going to be a good run here. No wares. He hands it off on a quick Whittington drive, and the Bronco Orange Crush defense now has decided the Raiders are going to have to earn this victory. Third down. Raiders going to hand it off. This is going to be just to set up a punt. Oh, no. He get a draw play off, and it means 6 yards. Not enough, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fourth down, and the Broncos defense has absolutely stepped up, and the Raiders will punt. 38 yards. 10, 20, 30. Where's 38 from that is down to the 18-yard line. The Bronco return is 10. Nice. The return is 10. It's going to be a fair catch. Whoops. 10 is fair catch. And so, being careful, the one and only Rick Upchurch, who could be a deciding factor in this game, is he is a dangerous human being returning punts. But Upchurch, again, decides it's safer here to plant his feet, and his caller from the bench says, no, 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 no. So he waves that hand in the air, fair catches it at the 18. Craig Morton out in the huddle. They come out, the crowd quiet here in Denver. They know what they're doing as fans. It's going to be a run, and it's going to be 6. 6 is going to be 2 yards. Hard run, 1, 2 for Otis Armstrong, trying to get around the end. But the mad stork with those long arms reaches out, gets a hand on him, and Matt Millen and company are not Matt Millen. Who would it have been? I can't remember who their middle backer was. Dang it! Gets wraps him up, pulls him down. Broncos going to go to the ground again. 3, not good. 2 more. 1, 2. Starting to see some pedestrian running here as the Raiders and the Broncos in the second half have tightened things up. Here we go. Oh, he's going to the air. Craig Morton drops back on third down. And it's going to be a bad play. Drops back on third down. It's going to be... Oh, what am I saying? It's big play. Not one. It's an ace. I'm thinking 1. Huge play. Morton to Haven Moses. Uh-oh. I hate to flip this card. Big plays. Where's the big play? Oh, no. Here we go. I want this to be a black. It's a black 5. Come on, baby. It's going to be a penalty. Finally. No, it's a pass. Pass defense. Pass defended. The Raiders, Lester Hayes catches the ball. Can't catch Haven Moses. Moses actually gets steps on Hayes, but Morton's ball comes down. Hayes apexes at the highest point and just tips it away enough that Haven can't reel it in. It's fourth down, folks. Haven Moses had a chance to get a 70-yard bomb there, and Denver will punt. And the punt is a boomer, 55 yards from Dilts. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 yards. The Raiders filled it at the 20, and they're running with it. The Raiders may run with this. It is a 6-yard return by Colsey. Up to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 29-yard line. The Raiders defense, you could just see Lester Hayes at the last minute going to high point the ball. Tips the end of it away, and Haven just that change of trajectory. Haven can't reel it in, tilted backward with his spine twisted, trying to ring it in, and he can't do it that close. Denver punts the ball. Folks, we got a ball game on our hands. It is 10-17 in the third. Raiders' final possession. Final possession of the half. It's going to be a run. 2. Oh, Lordy, it's going to be a bad run. For 1 yard, we'll take it. Boom. It's going to be a pass. No, Raiders are, Raiders are running. Jack, love it. Jack's going to be 5 yards. We'll take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3rd and 4. Raiders, let's keep it on the ground. No, it's going to be defense. Oh, down he goes again. That's got to be Reuben Carter. Grabs. Oh, my Lord. He spins him around and flings him for a loss of 9. Dang it, the Raiders. That has to be Reuben Carter. Tombstone. I'm not certain of Tombstone. Reuben. I think it was Reuben. And the Raiders will have to punt. There's just no question. 7. It's going to be 44, though. We'll take that. And that's it. That's going to end the half. 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 right there. What do they do on the return? 10. It's going to be a good return. Nope. It's going to be fair catch. Man, thank God. Upchurch is being advised not to return. Wow, what a quarter. Oakland shut out by the Orange Crush after halftime so far. The Raiders are up 17 at half. They have not scored in the second. The Broncos have managed a 5-yard pass to Odoms on a 3rd down from the 5. And folks, I'm telling you right now, 4th quarter is going to be a banger here in Mile High. The Raiders and the Broncos have historically played close games. This is a rivalry. I grew up in Colorado as a Raider fan my entire life. Every other human being I've ever met in Colorado was a Bronco fan. My best friend is a Bronco fan. My wife's a Bronco fan. My brother turned into a Bronco fan, the Trader. He was the one that introduced me to the Raiders as a kid. He turned on the Raiders, went Broncos at some point. About the time the Raiders started losing and the Broncos started winning is what I'm thinking. So, you know, that's that. Meanwhile, my closest friend and I would sit and watch these games, man, and enjoy the hell out of talking smack and enjoy the hell out of our two teams. And it seemed like every game was 20-17. Somebody would win it on a final field goal. Yeah, so not all the time, but it was growing up in the 70s and 80s, watching the Bronco Raiders were always great games. Some of my fondest memories that I will carry to my deathbed are going to be remembering these Bronco Raider games with my best friend and my wife, who I've shared 34 years with. Here we go. And, of course, she's had the bragging rights because the Raiders have been crapola for 30 years. So I haven't had much to I've had a lot to whinge about, but not a lot to celebrate. Here we go. The Broncos starting the 4th quarter. The Broncos will they'll get 3 possessions in this final 5. The Raiders will have only 2. So Denver definitely has the opportunity with home field. I always give the home field team the ball first and the ball last. And that means that advantage is Denver gets 3 possessions to make up ground here. The Raiders got 3 in the 3rd quarter, and they couldn't mount anything. They had to punt against this defense. All right, Denver starting the 4th. Here we go. It's going to be a run. Line of clubs is going to be a 5-yard carry for Keyworth up to the 35, 2nd down. And that's what the Broncos want to do now. You know, eat the clock, tie the game, and then take over. It's going to be a run again. 6 of clubs going to be 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 3rd down, and it's going to be this time a run. Offense, 8. They're going to get it. It's going to be 5 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to the 43. 1st down, and 3 carries in a row. Our Otis Armstrong, Keyworth, Otis Armstrong, 1st down. Here we go. It's going to be defense. Rush, forcing a run. It's going to be Jack of Diamonds. 5 more for Keyworth as he rumbles up to the 48-yard line. 2nd and 5. It's going to be defense. 4. It's going to be a rush. We're going to force a run. It's going to be 9. 9 is 5 more for Otis Armstrong. Up to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1st down. And the Bronco fans are loving it as Denver now in the 4th is starting to exercise dominance at the line of scrimmage. Our front 7 not able to handle their front 7, and Otis and Keyworth are picking their holes. Here we go. It's going to be defense pass. They're going to do a pass. He drops back. It's going to be a 10-yard strike to the tight end, Riley Odoms. This is what happens when you start to run now. We can play action pass here at Mile High. So run. Play action to Odoms on a quick out, 1st down. And the fans here love it as they can see the momentum has shifted in the second half. It is going to be offense pass. 6 is going to be incomplete. 2nd down, it's going to be defense pass. 7, it's going to be incomplete. 3rd down. Good job, Raiders. Back to back. They tried to take shots down the field. They're getting impatient. I don't know why. They were running at will. It's going to be a pass. He's going deep, baby. Morton drops, backpedals, flips it up. It's going to be batted away. Right there, 4th down. 3 straight incompletions after the Broncos. So the Raiders must have gone into an 8-man box, and Denver decided to take their shots in one-on-one coverage. But the Raiders cornerbacks, you've got to be joking. The Raider cornerbacks between Mike Haynes and Lester Hayes, you're not shaking those guys. And so I can see the Raiders went to an 8-9-man box, and Broncos said, okay, fine, you're going to give us 1-1. We're going to take our chances, and the Raiders won. It's 4th down. They are down by 4. They've got 2 possessions after this. They're going to, wait, we can kick a field goal from here. Yes, we can. They send out Turner. The crowd mumbles a little bit, but there it is. Snap up, and it is no good. He misses a 52-yarder. Turner. 52-yard field goal attempt, no good. And the crowd mumbles and grumbles a little bit, as that is not the way they wanted to see that drive in, as they were running the ball. And then the Raiders basically went into a chess match and said, fine, we're going to put 9 men in that box, and we're going to dare you to beat our corners one-on-one. And, of course, Morton and Moses and Dolben could not do it. It's beautiful, man. I love this. Love it. Here we go. Raiders. They have got to get another score because Denver has advantage here. The Raiders have not scored in the second half. We're up by only 7. It would be great to get another score here and make Denver have to score in the next 2 possessions. It's going to be a pass, and it's going to be incomplete. 2nd down. It's going to be defense run. And it's going to be king of clubs. It's going to be for the Raiders. It's going to be a 6-yard rumble. So we're going to rumble up to the 43. It is 3rd down and 4. It's going to be, sack! Stabler goes down again. For another loss of 9. Shite. Yep, loss of 9. Dang it. 4th down. Stabler has now been sacked 4 times. The Raiders will have to punt. The Orange Crush, the adjustments that the Joe Collier made on this defense at halftime have been marvelous. The punt is going to be not so hot. 40 yards, 10, 20, 30, 40. And the return, for once, they're going to return it 5 yards. So they finally give Upshurts, that's 10. We got to go 5. Finally give Upchurch his head and let him choose, and Upchurch gets a short return of 5 there, cutting that punt net to 35. And that is in Denver's favor, as they are now at the 31-yard line. Again, Denver needs 7 to tie it in the 4th. Wow, what a game this has been. It's going to be offense, run the ball. King blasts through for 8 yards is Keyworth. Up to the 39, it's 2nd down. The crowd loves it. They want him to get back to that. The Raiders go back to their normal 7-man box, and there it is. Denver starts plowing holes. It's going to be run. It's going to be 9 running. It's going to be 5 more yards. Holy cow, up to the 44, 1st down. As the Raiders, again, in the 7-man front, trying to protect any cheap passes here late in the 4th with a 7-point lead. And not quite prevent, but you're not going to give them cheap passes. And there it is. But at some point, the Raiders are going to have to come out of that. It's going to be defense. And they're running the ball, too. Big play. Damn, it's a big play against us on defense. So we'll be looking at defense, big play, 3. 3 is tackle for loss of 4, baby. Ginormous play. 2nd down. 2nd down and long. The crowd stunned as the mad Stork, 6'8", Ted Hendricks, comes blasting in there and buries Otis Armstrong in the backfield, cutting his legs out from under him. Again, a giant of a man. Great at batting, passes away at the line of scrimmage. Snaps the ball. It's going to be another run. They're going to call a draw play here on 2nd. And it's a brilliant call. An 8-yard draw play. Outstanding. Up to the 48, 3rd down. Now that's how you use the draw on 2nd and long. They rip off an 8-yarder. It's going to be 3rd and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3rd and 6. They're passing. Craig Morton drops back. The Raiders coming. Their 2 outside backers coming. And there it is, folks. It's going to be pass, offense, big play. Craig Morton gets it off. Damn it, 10. Big play 10 on a pass is 65 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 2-yard bomb. Morton hits Haven Moses on a 52-yard pass to Moses, Haven, Moses, P-A-T, and the crowd. P-A-T missed. No good. The Raiders lead. Oh, my God. Hallelujah. leaves. Oh my God. Turner missed a field goal, and now Turner has missed a PAT. Holy cow, the Raiders are winning 17-16. It is a Bronco Raider game. These games always seem to have something like that happen too, right? Oh my God. Bam, the kickoff is big. The kickoff here is, 57 yards, not too bad. The Raiders fielded it to 3, and the Raiders are going to return this for almost a big play, 17 yards. We're out to the 20-yard line are the Raiders, and this time the Raiders have got to get something going, as they have not scored this half. This is their final possession of the game. They're up by 1 point thanks to Turner's miserable play in this quarter. The Raiders, sometimes you need a little luck to win. And Turner leaving 4 points on the field in the fourth quarter is one way the Raiders could be the heroes here. As Madden pulls his hair out as he stomps the sideline, can't believe it that Turner has left 4 points on the field. This reminds me of the Cleveland Browns in the 2025 game last week. They could have beaten the Bengals, but they left 4 points on the field thanks to kicking. And, those 4 points are ginormous in pro football. They don't seem like it, but they are. Here we go. This is it, folks. Last 2 possessions. The Raiders need to score something here to pressure the Broncos on the fourth. A field goal would at least force the Broncos to score 7 to beat them. If not, the Broncos can beat them on a late field goal, which is the Raider-Bronco rivalry. Late field goals winning games. Wow, can't believe it. Could Turner be the hero in the final drive after leaving 4 points on the field? Wouldn't that be ironic? The Raiders go to work. They're going to be running the ball. And 6. They're going to run the ball hard way, 3 yards here, up to the 23, 2nd down and 7. That was Van Egan. The Raiders going to put the ball in the air here. Yep, it's a pass. Stabler drops back. Not good, folks. Drops back. Oh, incomplete. Thank God that wasn't defense. Incomplete, 3rd down. Snaps the ball. It's going to be offense. Sack. Down he goes. Stabler goes down for the 5th time. Oh, no, ace. But only a 1-yard loss, so Stabler must have been trying to scramble. They will record that as... And the Denver defense has been flawless this half. The punt is 43 yards, 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3. And can Upchurch win it on a punt return? Oh, Upchurch! Return. Oh, fair catch. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that's right. Fair catch. Dang it, I thought Upchurch might have been a hero there. Okay, the Raider defense down, up by 1. They must hold Craig Morton and the Broncos. Can Craig Morton and the Broncos in the final 2 minutes of this game pull it out? This has been No Huddle Football by Clark Addison Game Company. It is in one game, it has won me over completely. I will be playing a ton of this. Holy cow. Here we go. Craig Morton in the huddle telling all of his backs, hold on to the ball, telling all of his receivers, whatever you do, don't let him pick it off. If you have to offensive pass interfere, you don't let him pick it off. And then he looks at his offensive line and says, and by God, protect me. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run. He's handing it off. They aren't in a hurry. Nowhere. They get nothing as the Raiders are aggressive and shut that down. Maybe a little run blitz on that play. It's a no yardage for Keyworth. It's going to be defense. 10. The Raiders forcing a pass. 6. Incomplete. 3rd down as Mike Haynes, Johnny on the spot, breaks up that pass to Dolben out there. 3rd and long. The crowd getting nervous here as this is the final drive of the game. It is a pass by the Broncos. Ace is going to be a big play. Damn it, I can't believe it. Morton's going to get 2 big plays late in the game in the 4th, 7. Big play 7 for Morton on a pass is 50 more. Another bomb to Haven, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, down to the 15. The crowd on their feet roaring. And Morton throws a 50-yard bomb, 52-yard pass to Moses, misses the PAT. And now what's happened is they tested Lester Hayes out on that earlier one where Hayes tipped it away at the apex. And Haven came back to the huddle and said, dude, I had him beat by a full 4 steps. And Craig said, then we'll find it again. And somehow Haven Moses is getting a step on my guy, Lester Hayes. And in this mile-high air, that ball flutters a little further and drops into Haven's hands. And Lester has to play tackler. because he can't bat that ball away or pick it off. I don't believe it. Folks, they can win the game with a field goal. We finished the drive, though. Let's find out if they turn it over here, or if the Raiders can somehow be heroes and get the ball away. It's going to be defense run. King, though, the defense rushing gives up 6 yards down to the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 4. It's going to be defense 3 this time. It's going to be a rush. Jack, damn it, the Raiders are going to give up a rushing touchdown. I can feel it. 4 more and a 1st down at the 5. The crowd roars as now Keyworth and Otis Armstrong, they are finding purchase on this defensive front and pushing holes open, and those backs, both hands on the ball, just rumble through. Not anything fancy here as Denver's just executing mind over matter. 8, it's going to be defense forcing a run. And 6, it's going to be a touchdown, I think. 3, no, down to the 2. 2nd down and goal. The Bronco fans roar. Morton waits for him to quiet, snaps the ball. It's going to be defense sack. So they try a play action, and he's going to get hammered for a loss of 3. 1, 2, 3. The Raiders get to him fast. It's 3rd down. Craig Morton tried a cheap play action there, and exposing him, Matuzak grabs him by the jersey, flings him down. Fortunately, he caught him on the rollout, so he didn't lose much yardage, but it is 3rd and goal. Remember, the Broncos can win this with a field goal. This is the play they don't want to be a turnover. It's going to be offense. They're throwing again. Hey, so Morton, snap, and he's just backpedaling with a 2-man into route, everybody else protecting, and he's sending just 2 men into the end zone. Why? I don't know. 7 is going to be not so good. Incomplete. He ends up throwing it through the back of the end zone as neither one of his men are open. So Morton quickly realizes there's not going to be a good pass here and just throws it through the uprights. And Jim Turner trots out and marks with his toe where he wants the ball. They get in set. Jim Turner has missed. He's left 4 points on the field today. It's a chance for Jim Turner to reverse his own mistakes and be the hero and win this game. Snap, set, kick is up, and it is good. And Jim Turner's going to be the hero. Turner's going to make a 22-yard field goal. Turner, 22-yard field goal, game-winning field goal. We put that in parenthetical statements. Denver scores, let's see here, 9. They score 9 points in the 4th. The Raiders are shut out after halftime. The Raiders did need a 98-yard kickoff return, technically a fumble return on a kickoff to get their first 7. Then they needed a blocked punt for Van Egan to punch it in at the 5. Then they picked off Morton, and from that, and then late in the going into the tunnel before half, man added a field goal. The Raiders were dominating 17-3. Joe Collier, the defensive coordinator of the Broncos, made adjustments at halftime, came out and shut the Raiders out. They don't score again. 16, and the Broncos are going to win. What did I say? And traditionally, the Raider-Bronco games, 20-17. They always seem to be 21-20, 21-14. But 20-17 is the average, I think, in during this era of the Raiders and Broncos, at least starting the 80s. And look at this. Denver's going to go to 1-0, winning at home in Mile High. I can't believe it. That was a brilliant debut. And I'll put here the date, 9/11, I think is when I started this. That's when I bought it, but I played it on the 13th, I believe. So let me see, 9/13/25. I don't know what the real life date was. And this is the debut experience of No Huddle Football, folks. Oh, there it is. No Huddle Football. Absolutely brilliant. Congratulations, man. I'm telling you, I hate to say it. This, as he has said in a comment to me on his channel and a comment on my channel, that this game inspired what became play action football, which I've talked about on the channel before. I love play action football. But I got to tell you, I believe this to be... they're both great. They're both full sims. They're both fantastic. I would argue, though, this is the best experience. This is the best tangible experience. This is the best tactic, tactile experience. Number one, I love the simple play call, rush or pass. It's dictated by the suit. It's dictated by a red or black card. And I love that, runner pass. So then we're then looking at either my offense or we're looking at their defense. It's just so fluid and smooth, and it's clean. It's beautiful. Outstanding. It's just outstanding. And there's something about this playing cards, right? Something about playing cards that are quiet. It's a great, in that sense, he's not wrong. This is a fantastic travel game. You know, it's quiet. You can be in a hotel room. You know, you're not rolling dice, banging dice around. You don't need a spot to actually, you can literally, discard cards in a small area. And you can do it with one set of cards. You don't need two decks, right? Outstanding. Thank you very much, everybody out there. Have a great day. I'm going to warn you now. I will be back sharing more of this game on the channel in the next months. So don't be surprised to see more of this. Bye bye.